Titans 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Goff. That pass caught. It's Williams. But he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, no problems getting down the field here on this opening drive. They've looked really sharp in the early going, and they've come up with some big plays already. Here's another that's going to set up 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Here's Goff. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything. Forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Bates' kick is good, and the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And able to get this out to the 25. So here are the Titans ready to go on offense for the first time, and it's Will Levis, the 25-year-old at quarterback, in his 2nd season out of Kentucky.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line. A big play that time for the Titans. 57 yards.
Well, as my dad would say sometimes, I'm just scratching my head here trying to figure out what was going on there defensively. How did you lose him in the middle of the field? If you're going to lose a receiver, make sure it's someone on the short side of things, not deep downfield, that can hurt your defense.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. Able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13. Now a 2nd and 6. Levis out of the shotgun now. It's complete. Burks. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Tennessee. Well, that was a quick drive. The passing game set it up, and then the running game finishes it off.
And how about how few plays it was to get it done, but they threw it downfield and then pounded it into the end zone. And as a former defender, I can tell you, it hurts just a little bit more when they run it into the end zone instead of throwing it.
Nick Folk for the point after. He's got it. They'll see that opening drive field goal and raise it a touchdown, and that makes it 7-3. So that drive, 4 plays. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Lions offense led by their running back headed out for the 2nd possession. We show you the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns. You can see where he's right up there amongst the league's best at finding the end zone. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. 3-2, their record through the first 5 games of the year as they got the victory last week. It's still early, just October, but what have you seen from these guys so far?
Well, what I've seen is a team that's still figuring out all their pieces because they've got some new faces from a year ago, add in some new draft picks. Sometimes it takes a month or so before you really start to gel as a team and for those players to figure out their roles. But right now, I see them starting to elevate.
He's got it complete to Gibbs. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. First down for the Lions on a nice pickup of 18 yards. That's his first catch of the game and an impressive one against multiple defenders.
And how about that start? Really aggressive. Yeah, there was double coverage out there, but that didn't stop them at all. They went right at it and defeated it on that play.
That is caught by Laporta. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. To the air again. Goff. Man open left side. It's Williams. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's Goff. That's pulled in by Brooks. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 2nd and a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 12-yard line.
And they'll send the tight end in motion. A shotgun snap for Goff. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And the Lions are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Back to throw, Goff. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Goff throwing again. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down. Now Goff on 3rd and goal. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Lions are once again back in front. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, no reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And the end result, a Detroit touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Titans coming back onto the field for their 2nd drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time.
A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. Well, what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have them a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you You only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Now it's Goff. He's got it. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal. How about the first quarter he's putting together out wide? Pretty impressive.
I think that he likes the fact that we're playing this as a day game. You know, some guys, they respond better in the evenings. For some reason, it builds up. For this guy, day game, and he is off and running. You're exactly right. 100 might be conservative with the start that he's had here in the first quarter.
Yeah, by the numbers, he's on pace for 200-plus right now. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. As they've got it as we resume action. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Touchdown! A 2-yard touchdown grab as his guys are able to extend their lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point right down the middle, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. In motion, the tight end. Levis to throw it. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, you can absolutely feel the thought process there. They just gave up the touchdown. So in the huddle, they're telling each other, you don't want to give it back now on a 3-and-out. Nice job of making sure that they wouldn't, and they pick up the 1st down.
In motion right is Ridley. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and a yard. Levis to throw off play action. The pass to Boyd, and he brings it in on the crossing route. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 37. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Pollard will take it up the gut. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. Now Levis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit.
third downs, they've been a problem for him all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. A gain of 5. First down, Titans.
Back to throw, it's Levis.
He gets this one to Boyd. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the Lions 16-yard line.
Here's Levis.
This one caught by Ridley. Well, that'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
And the Titans first down.
Pollard gets it off the option.
Now he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Sadly, that's the type of run we've seen from these guys this year, ranked 32nd last in the NFL.
But there is good news because there's nowhere to go but up. Unfortunately, up might have to wait until next season.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Levis back to throw.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they're able to stop him short. On 3rd and 6, they'll only pick up 4. That catch, by the way, number 542 in his NFL career, that draws him level with Lance Allworth, who was a Hall of Famer with the Chargers back in the 60s and 70s.
Yeah, the man they call Bambi, so if you're in...
And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee.
Joshua Kelly, his 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Titans' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. You get down this deep, Charles, you hate to settle for a field goal. They roll the dice on 4th down, really just hoping to get that first. But as it turns out, they take it all the way into the end zone.
You mentioned that they took a little bit of a gamble there. Think about it this way. Most teams throw the ball in this situation in the NFL, so they really gamble with a running play, and boy, did it pay off. Pay dirt.
That drive, a long one, spanning 15 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Folk now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set to go once more. And seemingly every time they've looked his way in this first half, it has resulted in a big play, as borne out by the numbers. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far.
And why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
In motion goes Patrick.
Into the hands of Patrick, left side. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Now Goff. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. This duo locked in, 14 yards there, and a first down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that. And that's what he did.
In motion goes Patrick.
Gone.
This ball taken in here by Brooks.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing again is Goff.
Now throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away.
And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Boyd. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. In motion goes the tight end.
Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jack Campbell with a pick.
And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the interception, here's Goff.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
To throw is Goff.
Throwing left sideline there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know that there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
That's to the tight end, Laporta.
And he's going to be brought down short of the first at about the 31-yard line. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it'll be 4th down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He hit his first. Now this one from 48 yards away.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here in Detroit with the Lions out on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you two in a bit. For now, plenty of early game action around the NFL to get you caught up on, so let's get to it. We'll begin with a good one in the NFC. Chicago heading to our nation's capital to take on Washington. And it's the home team who are out in front. The rookie Jaden Daniels taking number 2 overall with 2 touchdown passes. From there, let's hop over to New England. Check out the Patriots at home in Foxborough. And it's the visiting Jets who have the lead in that one. Allen Lazard, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get out to Jacksonville. See what's happening with the Jaguars at TIAA Bank Field. As you can see the score there in the 2nd quarter. Jaden Reed, 2 touchdown catches in that first half alone. The Lions got a very strong performance out of their quarterback, Jared Goff. His 2 touchdown passes helped pave the way for his guys to take this lead into the intermission.
Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Titans offense and quarterback Will Levis ready to go to work once more. And it's been a struggle for him all afternoon. This defense has really done a nice job of making him earn everything he gets, and it's prevented him from getting into any kind of rhythm here today. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And Levis tosses his third interception of the game.
And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
The home team's offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. Goff. And this one is incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Here's Goff. He's got it complete to Gibbs.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Here's Goff. That is caught. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
Again, Goff.
He'll go right back to St. Brown.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon.
And the Lions use the short field to get in for 6.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Goff looking to throw. And no, it falls incomplete. So the 2-point conversion no good. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. And this group has suffered far too many self-inflicted wounds thus far as we run through some of the mistakes. It's darn near impossible to win in this league when you're turning the ball over at the frequency that they have.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
Levis out of the gun on third down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be marked down short of the first down. Needed the 40, but he's a yard or two shy. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to make it fourth down.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now,
as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
The home team's offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
They run out of the gun with Brooks here.
And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ballgame as it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27.
So potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, third quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field.
And they'll start with great field position, trying to get back into this one. It's 1st and 10 here. Levis looking to throw.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line.
Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. Levis to throw it.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
It's Brian Branch with it, and the Lions are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. So the ball changing hands on the interception, but meanwhile here we do have an injury on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive.
So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
They'll run straight ahead with Brooks.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. They'll stay on the ground with Brooks.
Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. On 4th down, on is Jake Bates for the Lions field goal.
It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash.
Bates' kick is good.
And that will extend their lead even further.
So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Titans getting set and ready to go here for their next drive.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
So 2nd and 10 now here in the 3rd quarter from Detroit. Levis sets up to throw here.
Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Now Levis. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Levis.
He completes it to Boyd. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Levis out of the shotgun now. He's got his target. That's complete.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. It's Titan football here as they trail to begin the 4th quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
That's to the tight end, Wiley.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
In motion right here, Boyd.
He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Out of the gun to give to Pollard.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback and makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Folks' kick is good.
And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
And give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game, but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the post.
So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time.
Goff now looks to throw. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6, and it's second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Goff now looking to throw.
That pass caught. It's Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Detroit!
Jamison Williams.
65 yards.
And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. Well, partner, he has carried them in this ball game throwing the football. All 4 touchdowns through the air, and that's really helped them get this nice lead.
And I know it's a team game, but right now, he is truly the focal point. Every touchdown his team has so far has been the result of his arm. How about him throwing it downfield, creating big plays? I don't know how you slow him down unless you can make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 19-point game. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Levis. He finds his man, Pollard.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And they'll send the tight end in motion here.
Levis back to throw. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here.
Levis from the gun. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
And they'll send the tight end in motion.
Back to throw, it's Levis. And that is taken in by Boyd. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Levis in trouble. Down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Working from the gun, here's Levis.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down. He'll look to throw.
Well, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Titans try it, but ultimately they fail on 4th down. And the Lions will get the football back in terrific field position. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Now Goff. Throw left side, caught by Laporta. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. 2nd down and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 15-yard line.
Up the middle with Brooks here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Here's Goff. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's right. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. From the 5, 2nd and 4. On the handoff, this is Brooks. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. The Lions on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Once again, it's Brooks. And this time he is in. A great effort there. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. As his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And this is where you can't help but think about our friend, the coach, the late John Madden, because this was his kind of football right here. Line them up and let them get after it down in the trenches. And as a running back, you just need that one crease, one sign of daylight. He finds it, and he barrels into the end zone. Touchdown, coach, just like you would draw it up.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And you hate to see this for them, but they're looking at yet another loss to begin this season. Things really going from bad to worse as they trail here starting this drive 1st and 10 in the 4th quarter. Got his man, and he fumbled it. It's on the ground. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
To throw again on 2nd down. Levis looking middle, and it's incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
They'll look to throw again.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion.
Just a gain of a couple there, and it'll be 2nd down.
And Levis going back to the air. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo.
So no gain on the play, and 3rd and 8 now.
Play action now. Levis.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
The decision made for them. They've got to go. It's 4th down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
We get a look at Amon-Ra St. Brown as his offense readies for the next drive.
And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it?
Right.
Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. A run out of the gun with Brooks.
It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for the Lions, they pick up win number 4 on the campaign as they emerge victorious here. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Green Bay Packers. Meanwhile, for the Titans, it's yet another loss as they've started out now 0-7. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.